Hello friends, how are we doing today? Today's tarot and oracle reading is for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. This reading is designed to help empower you to find an optimal energy balance for you. For you being the key word here. There is no right or wrong way to be balanced energetically. We are all a balance of masculine, feminine, light, dark, positive, negative, etc. And it is how we balance our energy that makes us unique. But we can always strive to improve. We can always strive to get better. We can always strive to be more balanced. And, that balance will change depending on who you are and where you are in life at the moment. Okay? So no judgment for where you are right now. No judgment from me, but most importantly, no judgment from yourself towards yourself. Okay, Aquarius? So today I have pre-shuffled because I have a lot of cards, a lot of oracle, a lot of tarot cards, and we're just going to save some time by not shuffling today. While I'm getting these cards ready, I would like to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and for watching my videos. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. So this first pile is using the Rider Tarot and the Wisdom of the Oracle, and this pile is where are you focusing too much of your energy. So we have the card of Truth Be Told, Judgment, the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and TikTok. I feel like you guys got a lot of cards, so I got to make sure it's all going to fit on the screen for you. So first of all, where are you spending too much of your energy? Where are you focusing too much energy? Tower card. You're focusing on the what ifs. Well, what if this goes wrong? What if that happens? What if this? What if that? All the negative, catastrophic possibilities in this universe. And you're putting a lot of energy there. And these could be like little minor things. Well, what if I burn dinner? Well, if you burn dinner, you order takeout and you try again tomorrow, right? That seems logical. What if you burn dinner? Maybe you're eating a peanut butter sandwich for dinner, right? But then when you get into like the bigger things, well, what if my business fails? Well, what if this relationship doesn't work out? What if my house burns down? But being afraid of a house fire shouldn't stop you from living in a house, right? I think the what ifs of living on the street could be far more dire than living in a house, right? But it's still that fear that seems to be perhaps ever present in the back of your mind. With the Judgment card here, I'm feeling a lot of judgment towards yourself and a lot of imposed judgment from other people. This might not be actual judgment from other people, but again, it's the what ifs. Well, what if someone doesn't like this? What if someone doesn't like me? It's a fear of judgment from someone else, and you're putting so much of an emphasis on this judgment that might not even exist. Okay? With the Truth Be Told card, again, it's very similar energy. It's like, what if you do it wrong? I feel like I should have a counter on the screen, like how many times am I going to say what if? With the TikTok, this is things not going as quickly as you want them to. These are things not happening as fast as you want them to. And with the Ace of Pentacles, very interesting how you've got the silver disc being held here and the silver disc being held here. It's almost like you're wanting to be gifted, and you're kind of waiting on, instead of going out and doing it because of your being afraid, you're like, well, maybe things will just happen. Things will come to me. Maybe if I sit here and manifest, things will happen, right? And then you're focusing so much on being handed something that you're missing out on the opportunities. Okay? So fear, ultimately, Aquarius, fear of the unknown and fear of judgment. I'm feeling like you guys are spending a lot of time in that energy, and that is not being beneficial for you. So let's move on to the second pile. And this is, wow, you guys got a lot of tarot cards. This is where you could focus more energy. This is the Steampunk Tarot and the Work Your Light Oracle. So this says, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. What was I saying? Things not coming fast enough? This is about creating things for life. It's like, think of it as a marathon versus a sprint. Okay? Long-term goals will take longer to achieve, right? This isn't about being handed something and having it done, over with, in your lap the next day. If you want these big lofty goals, these big lofty dreams, which I do feel like you guys have some big dreams, but by expecting your big dreams to happen overnight is setting yourself up for failure, because you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to be ridden by anxiety and judgment, because you're just like, well, I need to do it now, and it needs to be done now. Okay? Focus on the long term. The Solarium, the Apprentice, the Two of Airships, the Explorers, the Cosmic Blueprint, and the Lady of Airships. Okay, lots of information. Let's dissect this. With the Solarium, focus on what is bringing light in the situation. Same with this Explorer's cards too. This is also like the Lover's card. So focus on what is bringing in positivity. Focus on what is bringing in the money. Focus on what is bringing in the love. If this is a relationship, focus on the relationships that are bringing you love, not the ones that feel like they're going to fall apart. Focus on the love, not the betrayal. Focus on the love and the passion and the compassion, the joy, as opposed to, the negatives. We're not even going to go there. We're going to focus on the love. Focus on the long term. With this Apprentice card, this is, it's trusting yourself to start. It's trusting yourself to just dive in head first, even without testing the temperature of the water. Like, just go for it. Two of Airships, this is about bringing in other people. Same with the Explorers. These both could speak of the same thing here. If you need help along this journey, whether this is help to reach this kind of energy or help with the goal, like if you need to hire an accountant or hire a business manager, hire a lawyer, hire a virtual assistant, something like that. If you have to bring someone in, it's okay to relinquish control. That's another thing with this Tower card and the Truth Be Told. It's like you have to take control of everything. With this Two of Airships, it's saying you can let go of some of this control. You can share your cosmic blueprint here. You can share this with other people. You can share your ideas and ask for help. Again, we're talking long term. If you're working on creating an empire, just using that word for, extravagance. If you're working on creating an empire, You can't do it alone, right? You're going to need people to help you. If this is a business that you're looking to create, start making those connections now. I mean, you don't have to hire people if you're not at that point, but start making those connections now. Start talking to people, getting help from people, looking to others for resources in areas that you know you lack skills. The Lady of Airships here, she is confident in herself. She is confident enough to know what she doesn't know and go out and find that information. Okay, it's like a shift in the perspective here from seeing other people as imposing judgment upon you, from seeing things as about to collapse, and instead going, well, maybe that person wasn't being judgmental, maybe they were trying to help, but you didn't have the mindset to hear the constructive criticism and all you heard was criticism, right? So that hearing criticism is this energy here, where you're spending too much. Here, criticism turns into constructive advice. I mean, okay, yeah, some people are jerks and don't always put it in the nicest ways, but a lot of people, their intention is to help others. And I feel like if you can step into this energy of being more confident, more focused on the light in the situations, in illuminating the darkness, illuminating these fears, right? If you can focus on those, then you can see kind of a greater picture. You know, if your room is 50% in shadows, it's hard to see what's there. But if we can turn on a light, then those shadows in the corner are not as scary, right? But sometimes it might mean we need to hire an electrician to be able to turn on the light, okay? Whether, again, this may be getting help with your mindset from a professional. This could also be energy healing, psychiatrist, therapist, counselor. Even just having a good chat with a friend, too, can sometimes help to find clarity, okay? So now, this third pile is the Earth Magic Oracle and the Wildwood Tarot. And this is about what you could create if you found this balance. The Pole Star, the Queen of Vessels, the Four of Bows, Cave, which is Sanctuary, and Desert, which is Vision Quest. Okay. Right dead in the center here, we have the Pole Star. This is you having the confidence to go after your dreams. This is, so this second row here, this was about where you can focus more energy. And we had the star, or the sun here, the solarium. And this is focusing on your dreams, seeing that light. But it's being overshadowed by this tower here. When we can balance this, we can see the darkness of the forest around us, but we can still see the star. And we understand that we can still traverse this path and reach our goals and acknowledge the fears that we have. It's not about completely ignoring the fact that these fears are still there, but if you can balance them, you can work with them as opposed to working against them, okay? Then we have the card of celebration. Again, celebrating your goals, celebrating your dreams. And the Queen of Vessels here, the salmon. You may be going, against the stream in authentic Aquarius style. But the Queen of Vessels, she knows she has to get up that stream, and she doesn't care that she's fighting against the flow. She's going to do it. She's got the confidence and the empowerment to know that she's going to make it there. She's going for it. She's going to take the leap. And that's kind of with the Apprentice card here. It's the same kind of vibe. It's going for it. You see that bear upstream? You know how you're going to get past it. And you're going to go for it. With the Cave card of Sanctuary, I feel like this is creating a happy place. Whether this is in your mind or physically as well. This could be also, getting your house to a place where it feels comfortable. Like I was saying earlier, because you're afraid of house fires doesn't mean you're not going to have a house. So create yourself a house that makes you feel comfortable. Whether this is, putting in more smoke detectors, making sure you have a fire extinguisher, making sure you have a fire plan, whatever it might be. That's just a very extreme example, but I feel like it's applicable. Make your cave your home, your sanctuary, both physically and mentally. And then we have the card of Vision Quest in Desert. I feel like this is you stepping up and leveling up spiritually when you can embrace this kind of long-term goals, long-term love, long-term achievement kind of energy, self-empowerment kind of energy. Then you'll be able to see things on a whole new level. Okay? You might be able to see that this fear of a house fire is actually some kind of karmic or past life issue. And that, that's why you've got that fear. Perhaps this judgment is something that happened in your childhood and you're able to work through that. This vision quest, I'm almost feeling like it's shadow work on another level, but it's not shadow work in a scary way. Like it's illuminating. Okay? And then your last cards are from the Super Attractor deck, and these are just some affirmations to help you on this empowering journey to energetic balance. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. I love when things work out like that. Like, was I not talking about lighting up the corners of your room? That's awesome. See the light. It's shadow work. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. It is time to claim them, Aquarius. Not only does the universe have big plans for you, but you have big plans for you. It's time to slow down, to illuminate the situation, and go for your dreams. Okay? So that is your tarot and oracle reading about your energy balance. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.